I'm just going to be reading the NBA playoff predictions from yesterday. Okay, I'm just going to go through this very quick. Golden State Warriors are going to sweep Houston because the Warriors are just pretty much stacked. And anyway, Houston's been just struggling to even get here, and the Golden State Warriors have a ton of momentum coming forward after all the pressure they've been in this season to break the NBA game record for wins. And then the LA Clippers in Portland. I'm going to say it's a 6-game series because, J.J. Redick, Chris Paul, and Blake Griffin are just so good. But Portland's been putting up fights for pretty much every game they've played. No matter what the team is, they don't go down without a fight. So that's why I think it'll be a 6-game series. Plus, Damian Lillard is pretty good. We have Oklahoma against Dallas. That'll be probably a 5 or 6-game series because, we have Durant, Deion Waiters, Westbrook. It's a pretty good team. And then you got the rest of the starters who are all pretty good. And then you have Dirk and Mavericks. And Mavericks are a pretty good team. I think Dirk's going to have a huge series. That's why I'm going to say a 5 or 6-game series. And then San Antonio, Spurs, Grizzlies. I'm probably going to say a 5-game series. But I'm just going to say, because Memphis has a lot of momentum coming. They didn't beat the Warriors, but they played pretty well against them, so I do think they'll pick up at least one game maybe against the Spurs. But Spurs are pretty good. They're like the Warriors pretty much, except without all the except they can't shoot threes nearly as well, but they're still pretty good. And plus, since they have the home advantage, that'll really help benefit them there, because they did really good at home this season. They did very good. Was it 1 or 2 losses? Now to the Eastern side. I'm going to go through this very quick. Cavaliers will play a 5-game series against Detroit. I'm not even going to give that reasons anymore. Atlanta against Boston. Atlanta's going to win it in about a 6-game series. Miami at Charlotte. Jordan's team against just stacked Miami. I don't know. Miami isn't the top seed, but I do believe they're gonna have a pretty good. But I do like them, and they're pretty good. So I'm gonna say they're gonna move on. So in a 5-game series, Charlotte's gonna get beat. Raptors against Indiana, 5-game series. Paul George. So I don't know. I think actually the Miami-Charlotte game might be a 6. So I know Toronto's going to move on against Indiana in a 5-game series. Paul George and the Pacers are going to pull off one win, and then they're going to beat everywhere else. Then we have Golden State Warriors back to the western side against the LA Clippers. I think it'll be a either a sweep or a 5-game series. It's just hard to say that the Warriors are going to lose when they had a season like this. But they are playing against top teams, so they may have a few losses. But I'm going to say that'll be a 4 or 5-game series. Golden State will definitely come out on top, though. So, sorry, Clippers, you're out. Or Blazers. Whoever wins that game is just going to be out. Anyway, we have Oklahoma against San Antonio. I do believe that San Antonio is a much better team. Deion Waiters, Russell Westbrook, and Durant aren't going to be able to beat LaMarcus Aldridge, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and all of them. Tiago Splitter. They're just good. Kawhi Leonard. So, I think that will be a 6-game series because, it's the Thunder and they're a pretty good team, but definitely the Spurs. I'm picking the Spurs. So, now we have Warriors at Spurs. I'm just going to finish the Western Conference right now. It's going to be Golden State coming out on top. But with how good the Spurs have been in the home games, I'm going to say that'll be a 6-game series. A lot of 6 games because, a lot of these teams are just so good. But we know one team's going to come out on top. It might even be a 7-game series, but I do believe that on the road, the Spurs are going to lose. It's just that home game. But that might even be a 5-game series. I just know that the Spurs aren't going to go out without at least one win. Then over here, Cleveland at Atlanta. That's going to be a 5-game series. Atlanta's good, but they can't beat Cleveland. Then we have Toronto at Miami. I'm kind of favoring Miami for that because they have depth. Toronto is the higher seed, but Miami's just got more depth. Look at their starting lineup and then who they got back. It's still just so good. You got a player for every position and then a pretty good backup. So, and then we're going to finish off this. I'm going to say Miami Heat at Cleveland. That'll be I'm even going to go with a 7-game series. It's just tough to see. But I think this could be a rematch from last year's finals, so yeah. 7-game series, and we'll say Cleveland wins that, goes to the finals. Warriors against Cavs. I would say a 5-game series. Because, well, the Warriors, I don't know, it's just so hard for me to say the Warriors are going to lose. Like, 2 games, even just 2 games, so hard to say. But I know the Cavs, they're not going to get swept. They're not a team that wants to get swept after last year. With this rematch, the Cavs actually have a chance at winning. So, plus, people say they have a better odds, but I don't know. I kind of favor the Golden State Warriors, but kind of like the Panthers, they had such a good season that that could happen. They might get knocked out. Same with North Carolina, UNC losing to Villanova. I'm just gonna say I was kind of rooting for Villanova. Sorry, Michael Jordan. And I was like, suck it to all my friends because they were all like, Carolina's gonna win. I'm like, And then the buzzer beater, I was like, okay, I'll shut up now. But the Cavs have had a really good season too, so the 2 top teams pretty much be good. But then we still have the Super Bowl though. Broncos and Panthers, top teams, 1 seeds. So I think that's how the NBA finals are going to come off into, with the Golden State Warriors winning a 5-game series. Last year went a lot longer, but I don't know. It's just so hard to say the Warriors are going to lose. Plus, the Warriors have a ton of momentum coming from this season. And hopefully Steph Curry heals for the Clippers when they play the Clippers. So I think if he's healthy, it's a total reality. Maybe a 6-game series, but I just know it's going to be... I'm just saying, most likely the Warriors coming out on top. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you have anything you want to talk about, there is put in the comment section below. And plus, I do have a NFL insider I'm thinking about using. His name is Jackson Sadowski, and he just knows football in the ins and out of it. So he really knows what he's talking about. So I may record him and throw him in some of the videos and all that, because he probably won't be in my house ever. Not at least much, because, well. So I may voice record him because he rides a bus with me. So we'll see what he thinks, and I can see what I can do. So, thanks anyway, and bye.